Got the bags under my eyes, just finished an 8-hour shift that started at 2 a.m. Got no energy in me whatsoever, but I still look damn good. Who's that sexy mother? Oh. That's me. Work sucks. Never do it. I don't care if you want to be president someday, or prime minister, or maybe possibly Super Bowl MVP all-star champ. Actually, that one doesn't sound too bad. But it still sucks. Never do it. Do toy reviews. They're so much better for your health. Hey, Energon Inferno, let's do this. Oh, by the way, there's also all the new subs to thank. So, I actually don't seem to have the list on me at the moment, so let's cut away. Scotty Horror Bags, Ransmo 5, Barrett Patrick, Gun O Ninja, Samurai 5911, Aldo Lee, Action Jackman, Daniel Cavanagh, Steve Martinez, Chichoa 26, Retro Wolf Reviews, TF Nolsey, Adrenus Prime. And we're back. Thanks to all of you that have subbed to me over the past month or so. Thank you for sticking around. Glad you're here listening to the video, maybe? I don't know. Half of you have probably unsubbed by now. I'm such a terrible person. Inferno! He's red! That's very important for the motif of the character. Didn't know if you knew that right away. What with the giant missile rack and the half-revealed robot head up front. Aside some interesting aesthetic influences, I think Inferno might be an Autobot. And just like as it should be on any emergency rescue vehicle, the front windshield of the cab section will flip down, reveal the charging pegs for the water tanks. What, yours doesn't have that? It's a basic deluxe Energon / Superlink figure. I'm reaching for things to talk about when it comes to this guy. You know what else I can do? The gimmick's actually for linking this guy up with other deluxe class Energon Transformers, so they combine like Power Rangers style to form some sort of like Super Zord? Well, you know how the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I own all those. If the Superlink gimmick could have been incorporated into the vehicle modes as well, then the play value would have been phenomenal! But instead, it's just this piece that's dragging ass across the ground, leaving this piece here useless for me to play with. Just yank the camera wire. Now there is this one small thing I find immensely satisfying because of its incorporation into the figure. You know, Inferno always was one of the more feminine Autobots. After all, he was always wearing air wings! Hi-yo! And Takara Tomy, proving that they can be crafty bastards when they want to be, decided that they could squeeze some versatility out of that silly headdress after all. And Viola, one of the very first in a long line to come of battle masks. I like this design, I really do. It actually reminds me of a few different things. Ronin Warriors, Sam Fisher, and then when I open it up, looks like that one Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yet sadly, there's little else for Inferno, who's in robot mode now by the way, going on. So for the sake of super linking, some sacrifices had to be made, yet unfortunately none of them were small ones. This first bit's minor, but definitely noticeable. The front cab chest section, you'll notice it's pointing downward at a slight angle. Well, that's because if you try to set it flush at 90 degrees for Inferno, it looks like he's trying to play the harmonica with his headlamps. And lastly, I saved the biggest problem for last. This also happens to cover the issue of anatomy. As in, I can see Inferno's anatomy. I can see his spine. You can see his spine. And now Inferno can see you, seeing him, see me, see his spine. What the hell happened here? That's all I really want to know. Did Inferno in all his good-naturedness team up with Swindle? And did Swindle say in his own macabre fashion, "Hey, I got your back"? And did Inferno find himself waking up in a bathtub full of ice? The only saving grace might be if you're a fan of the combination Superlink gimmick. However, I don't have any of the other Energon figures to cause it to link up. All of them are in storage, so all I have is this guy and Slicer, but I think he's a pair of pants. The only one I only have is like maybe Thundertron will work, like... Oh god, that doesn't look right. Get it. Energon Inferno. He makes for an interesting fire truck.